against Louisville and against NC State, their second effort turnovers where guys are fighting for that extra yard. How do you coach that? Because you don't want to take away their aggressiveness. So how do you coach that?
Yeah, it'd be one thing if a lot of these were coming. I think the one Saturday where the ball was in a bad position was Mike Williams' turnover. And Mike thinks the corner missed the tackle. He thinks he's going in to score if he can hold himself up. Really a very acrobatic move to be able to stay up on his feet. And then a guy came from inside and knocked the ball out. That was really the only turnover where the ball was in a bad position. The one on Wayne Gallman, I think the hit's what knocked, the ball came out. He had the ball in a really good spot. And then, Tyshawn just had it pulled out from him. But, it's like I was talking to Mike yesterday whenever we were watching the play and talking about how, you got to practice keeping the ball high and tight even whenever you got your opposite hand on the ground. And so after we talked through that a little bit, what we can do better, I said, what we're going to do next time we get in that same situation? I said, we're going to throw you the ball. That's what we're going to do. I think Kobe Bryant said at one time, I'll go 0 for 30 before I go 0 for 11. And we have a lot of confidence in our guys. Sometimes, unfortunately, the turnovers kind of come in bunches a little bit. We had, I guess, 5 against Louisville and then 0 against Boston College, and then came back out and had some costly ones this past week. So, it's very similar to drops. You're going to address it. You're going to coach it in practice like we've been doing. Maybe find some drills during the open week to help the guys with it. But it's not something we're going to make a huge deal about. And I think that's the wrong way to go. Is really to pound these guys about it. They're not trying to turn the ball over, like you said. They're trying to make plays. And you got to give them credit too. And I went back and watched the tape. Really, all 3 fumbles, their guy had a big part in those too. With the hit they had on Gallman, and then a great effort play on Mike Williams' fumble, and then great effort by the same guy that caused the fumble on Gallman's the one that ripped it out there from Tyshawn. So give them credit, but it's definitely something that our guys will get corrected here as we get ready for the back end of the season.
Are there times when a player should kind of quit while he's ahead situationally? Mike Williams had just picked up a first down. He had a similar one at Auburn where he's fighting for extra yards. Or do you applaud that second effort and just ensure that they have better balls?
I don't think Mike Williams' situation Saturday. I think he thinks he's about to go score. And he's holding himself up. The guy kind of comes out of nowhere and he's out there to the field by himself. That's not a situation where we tell the guys to go down. There are other situations where maybe they're kind of got you game tackled a little bit. You got 2 or 3 guys holding you up. They're trying to hold you up to pull the ball out. And once you've got as much as you can get, then at that point we want to go down so they don't pull it out. But I think Mike's situation, it's just perfect timing. The ball got out away from him at the same time the guy got there to make the tackle. And so he's just got to learn to keep it closer to his body the whole time and don't ever assume that somebody's not there. Because that's usually when the fumbles happen is guys that you don't see. And so that's kind of more of that situation.
Deshaun comes into the year wanting to improve on what was pretty remarkable year last year. Accuracy been something that he can improve on, just what he's shown the first 7 games here?
Absolutely. I think he along with all of our guys, and that's really what you do at the. This is a really nice time for our open week, by the way. 7 weeks in. I think it's perfect. So that's really what each position on our whole team is doing during this week, is really evaluating some of the positive things that we've done and then some of the things that we need to improve in as we get ready for the last half of the season. But I definitely think that Deshaun has some things that he wants to work on, and he's thrown some really nice balls too. Some of you just take for granted some of the strikes that he throws, and but that comes with the territory. A guy as talented as him, and he definitely has some that he knows he can make and that he will make. But it's no different than Mike Williams, great wideout, has some other plays that he can make. So we don't make a huge deal about one guy or anything like that. But this is a big time for us this week to really focus on ourselves before we really get ready for Florida State and find some things to improve on as we get ready to make this run.
Film review.